John Berryman. Let us see about the poet. John Berryman was born on October 25, 1914 and died in 1972. Was an American poet in the second half of the 1900s. He was seen as one of the chief poets of confessional poetry. Berryman wrote about shame, like mental illness and the lust. He said that he was not writing about himself, about made-up people. Now it's a very interesting story. It has been depicted in the poetic form. How the child is trying to overcome the difficulty in life. Let's get the summary of this poem is, the poem is a very subtle, very difficult way it is explaining us, and beautiful poem about a little boy's growing up. The poet sees this little boy one day when he has just lost his ball. The loss of his ball is teaching him that in life we often lose things and people, and they cannot be easily replaced. Such lessons are a part of growing up, and everyone has to learn them at some point of time or the other. However, it is painful for the poet to watch the boy in his sad state. He is sure that the ball as well as the person who whistles by the boy feels the same way as he does. A boy loses a ball and he is very upset. A ball doesn't cost a much price, nor it is difficult to buy another ball. Then why the poet says that boy is very much upset? So to know this mystery, let us learn the poem. It is given in a very jumbled words. It doesn't give proper order of the poem. So let's make it a 4 lines. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily, bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. The poet is explaining the state of mind of that boy, saying that what is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? Now there is one time if you say what is he to do, it's okay. But the poet says what is he to do? The boy is in such a stand that he is only looking at the ball. How? The ball is merrily, happily bouncing and going down the streets where there is water. The boy has been greatly upset as he has lost his ball. And the poet says that there is no use to say that there is another ball. Here the poet says, so as the loss of the ball is of a major consequences to the boy. He feels very much upset that he has lost his ball. A small boy, small children, when they lose their toys, if it is broken, for us it is like, it's 10 rupees, we can buy another one. If it is gifted by someone whom they love or someone who has brought specially for them, Children surely feel that, oh, I lost it, oh, it is broken, what is that? And they start crying. So you cannot say that, oh, there are other things, I will buy for you, I will bring another one for you. There is a sentiment joining with that particular thing given to the child. In the second stanza says, an ultimate shaking, grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him a dime, another ball is worthless. The poet is here explaining to us the boy is very much troubled at the loss of his ball. He stands still, rigid, stiff, trembling and staring at the ball which has gone from his hand. To offer another ball, the poet says, I can give a dime. Dime is a 10 cents money used in United States. You can say that I can give 10 cents to the boy, but it is going to be worthless by giving him 10 cents. Why it is used like useless to give him 10 cents? Because the boy is feeling that his young days are associated with this particular ball. The poet says, I will not enter a situation when it is not welcome. The boy is not going to take that money from me because he feels that his memories are joined with this ball. He is in a disturbed state of mind and it is worthless to give him money to replace the memory that he has with the ball. In the next stanza, the poet says, now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. Now here it says, now he has got the sense of responsibility. Now he has lost his ball. So where is the sense of responsibility? He says that after losing the ball, he feels that I should have taken care of this ball so that it would have not gone away from me. I would have not felt the pain of losing it. The poet is trying to explain that this world is full of possessions, wealth, material things. People will take away balls from you. People will take away things from you which you like. People will take away your property, your land, the things that you are using it. And remember, these balls will be lost always. Now here the poet is using ball symbolically, and it symbolizes physical possessions, material, the wealth of the world. Ball is used as a metaphor here. It means worldly possessions. And it says that never stays with you permanently. They are supposed to be lost. Here the poet wants to convey us the message, the importance of loss and being responsible for your things. We should not forget the importance of possession. If I have a pen someone has given me, oh, it's useless, someone has given me. what did I lose it? Nothing. It's useless. No, it has got value. You must learn to take care of your things. Someone has given you freely, that doesn't mean that you can lose it. You must learn to weigh the value of the emotions of the people, those who have given you. In the next stanza, it is said, he is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. In the last stanza, the poet is explaining us that what is the boy learning by losing a ball. He says the boy is learning to cope up with the loss, learning to stand up for the thing that he has lost it. Prove to be strong in the time of need. When you are losing something, losing people, learn to be strong. Think that all things are going to pass away one day. Now, why the boy's eyes are desperate? You can say the boys look desperate. He's looking hopeless as he is sad to see that his ball gone forever. Now here the poet is using a word, epistemology. It is a Greek word. Episteme means knowledge. It comes from a word meaning to understand, to know. Now, epistemology is the study of nature of knowledge. Epistemology of loss means to understand the nature of loss. Now in this last stanza, the poet says he is learning the lesson of life, that there should be a knowledge of loss. You must learn this, that everything is going to die. Nothing is permanent in this world. Everything is temporary and it is for our use. If it is with us, it is ours. If it is gone, remember, don't feel so much sad about it, but learn to stand up. The poet says how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days. Everybody must know that we are going to lose it, and everybody one day must find in the state of the life that the things which are there, materials, the world is full of materials. It is only for our use. We should not be stagnant in that place only, in that state of mind that, oh, I have lost it, I have lost it, I have lost it. Learn to come up, learn to stand up. And this is what poet wants to convey us. Let us see a small summary of it. That the poet watches a young boy playing with his ball. The next minute, this ball rolls away from him and falls into the water of the harbor. As the boy watches his ball disappear, he can also feel his child slip away from him. He feels himself growing up very fast as he learns that loss is a part of everyday life and that life goes on despite it. The sight of the sad life boy pains the poet. But he knows that growing up is an unavoidable process. It is important for everyone to experience loss and to stand up after it in order to be strong and to get on with life. One needs to stay strong no matter how much it hurts inside. Staying strong is the only way to survive in this world. Moreover, one needs to learn to accept and let go and not cling to something that they can never have. One should understand that the past is gone and it will never come back. Experiencing loss sometimes helps us to grow up and face hardships in our life. This helps us in breaking all the boundaries into freedom. So let's learn from this poem. We are learning to be responsible children. You are at such stage that you will not be able to find your childhood. So you don't say, I wish the childhood was back. You may lose many of things, people in life. Don't be desperate. Be strong. Try to overcome all the struggles. Learn it, that it is a part and parcel of life. You need to learn the nature of loss. Have the knowledge that this is going to pass away. It is not permanent to be in life. Sometimes it is very hard for us to understand. You cannot allow the things to go away from you. But if you are clinging on to those things, to the people, to those memories, it is going to hurt you. It is not going to give you happiness. So it is better to surrender yourself to the plan of God, the will of God. Remember, whatever is God is teaching you, it is for your good. If you have something with you, thank God for that. And if you have lost something, still you give thanks to God. Because if something does not go away from it, how the other thing will come to you? So remember, change is the nature of life. It has to be changed. It has to go away, and something new has to come in your life. So this poem teaches us to be strong, to stand up and learn to live in your life. Thank you and God bless you.